I have great news for you today. If I look like the cat that swallowed the canary, well, there's a reason for that. Because the information I have to share with you is so powerful, it could change your tennis career for the better and quickly. All right? No more nervous tennis. That's what I'm getting at. 5 ways to never have tennis nerves again. And if one doesn't work, we've got 4 more that will work. Welcome to Tennis Treasures, the Tennis Millionaire, where your tennis dream becomes your tennis reality. Hi, I'm Coach RJ, and it's our mission to expedite your specific tennis goal, no matter what it is, frankly. So let's get started. You may not be clear on the importance of winning critical points. Let me just say this. In close matches, critical points are everything. It's beyond what you think it is. Also, you don't want to be double faulting. I mean, at least certainly not double faulting your games away, right? I mean, your opponent says, thank you for the gift. No, you might as well be serving to a little old lady on the other side holding onto her walker, hoping you don't hit her with the ball. And your second serve goes into the net, and she looks at you, looks down, and says, looking at you, thinking that, man, that's the best you can do? That's what she's asking. We're going to do something new here today. We're going to give you a tennis quiz. We're going to continue doing that for the rest of the YouTube videos that we supply you with. So make sure you subscribe so you can get the updated quiz for that particular occasion. So here's your quiz for today. When a professional tennis player is serving, there are 2 windows within that game that are very popular for double faults. What are they? So let me make sure you're clear on this. It could be 15-30, it could 30 all, it could be 15 all, it could be 40-15. There's a certain window of time where there's a pattern of double faults that occur. We call it double fault alley. So put me on hold. When you come back, I'll give you the answer. The answer is 30 love and 40 love. There's your answer. That's the double fault alley. That's the window of time that's very popular for players to double fault. And of course, you want to know why. I can understand that. Well, I can tell you why briefly. Well, I can't. I just give you a clue. I don't want to go into detail right now. I got a lot to unpack. It's subconscious based. So the subconscious mind, which tennis players are yanked around like rag dolls by way of, and don't think about it, don't know it, the subconscious is telling the server, oh, you're winning too easy. That opponent's pretty good. You shouldn't win that easy. And then they end up double faulting. So let me move forward. So please do not double fault since we're talking about that. The set away. I mean, that's embarrassing. It makes you look bad. It makes your team look bad. Everybody's embarrassed. So what's the answer? You must have an emergency second serve that works 18 out of 20 times. We help you discover a lifetime of solutions to all your specific tennis obstacles, let's call them. Here's something else that you need to really pay attention to. You as a professional tennis player or as a tennis player in the tournament scene, you are the high performance tennis player, you're under pressure all the time. I don't know if your inner circle is clear on that or not, but you're under a lot of stress because you have to come up with solutions to problems. And all these problems are different depending on the opponent that you're playing. There's a lot of complications to winning matches a lot. You got to be in shape. You got to be injury free and on and on. Your free time is all occupied with tennis. So we understand that. We try to see the big picture. So your pain and suffering is based on what? It's based on how you manage pressure. Everything needs to be managed, and that's a big deal. You want to manage your pressure. So let's talk about how many skills you have or don't have in your Tennis Treasures toolbox. So tell me, think about it now. How many tools, or how many skills, or how many gifts are in your Tennis Treasures tool bag at this very moment in time? And you start thinking, okay, let's see, I can do this, I'm really good at that, or I got a really nice serve, all right, as we go, tool, yeah, all right, okay, my forehand's really strong, boy, and I'm in great condition, that kind of thing. If you get past 5, you're doing good, all right? So let me ask you another question before I go further into that. How do you manage critical points? What's your plan for that? Oops. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right is right. We at Tennis Treasure significantly help you through all of this, all of these critical type of events that take place, that will take place. This is our world. We specialize in this. Everybody specializes in something. We take away the heavy lifting. That's our purpose. We have a purpose, a plan, a mission, a goal. So, we specialize in creating a plan for every situation. We specialize in making you the tennis player, the best tennis player you can possibly be. And on an individual basis, don't forget, it's like receiving private lessons. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own particular skills. No group lessons in this training camp. Right? Okay, I'm going to keep moving forward. Just hang on there. Your coaches are training you to work on the physical aspect of your tennis game. In other words, muscle memory, the feel factors, repetition. All those are important. However, we at Tennis Treasures have a much more thorough approach. We have a thorough approach to what you could call this world of high-performance competitive tennis. That's what we're talking about. These are the players we bring into our fold. We directly address the elephant in the room. We don't beat around the bush. This makes you more precise. This makes you more clear. This makes you more accurate. And then we add the universal principles that are undeniable, basically. Some of which we are sharing a little bit with you today, sure. But since we are addressing the general public, however, we can only share a limited amount of data, at least the critical data. So in every tennis match, there are always a handful of points that carry far more weight than the other points do. This is nothing shocking to you. These aren't just any points or moments in time. They are critical points, like break points, game points, set point, match point. These are the windows of opportunity that separate match players from match winners. Winning these key points, or moments in time, if you will, isn't just about luck, it's about preparation, it's about skill, etc. At Tennis Treasures, we stack the deck in your favor. Let me give you an example. How many high-performance tennis players who are on the tournament scene actually practice their defensive skills? That alone, much less their lobs. See my point? You must have a plan for every circumstance. Sometimes multiple plans for a specific situation. When you finish our 6-month training camp, which will give you the status, by the way, of being golden, plus you receive in the mail an honorary master's degree in tennis science. You will then have Tennis Treasures behind you. You'll have what you could call a Tennis Treasures chest of time-tested skills at your disposal. Recently, I tried to count how many significant advantages were available in our training manual alone, not including 11 URL videos. Here's our training manual. I tried to count how many. I read through the whole thing again. I didn't even cover a lot of chapter 12, frankly, which is the biggest chapter. So it's more than 45 different leveraged advantages that you have at your disposal by reading this 100-page, 12-chapter training manual. And we go over this with you, every chapter, every page. So yeah, that's 45. Then we will help you right now with something else. We're going to give you the 5 support tools. You ready? This is what we were advertising in the beginning. Can't leave that off, can I? So pay close attention. All right, number 1, consistency under pressure. Yes, is that important? I think so. Yeah, so I'm not going to go into detail on each of these 5. It's going to take too long. Smart shot selection. And then there's not smart shot selection too, which we go over. We show you how to set traps in that regard, which is kind of interesting in itself. Controlled aggression is number 3. Yes, that's a phase or speed, or it's what the top pros do all the time. They live on controlled aggression. But we have 2 other gears to consider besides that one. Awareness of court positioning. This is our famous chapter 8. I called it, it's a wrap chapter. Chapter 8 is a powerful chapter. You got that mastered, you're winning money. big time cars, sponsors, all that through chapter 8. That's how powerful that is. And then number 5 is living in the moment. How about that? How are you going to handle that? That's a big deal because you get distracted when you're under pressure. You start thinking about everything but what you're supposed to think about. So that's a factor too that needs to be under control. And then we're giving you a 6th bonus. You won't believe what the 6th bonus is. You will never guess this in a million years. The 6th one is reading your opponent's mind. Can you believe that? Think about the advantage of reading your opponent's mind. Well, we can help you with that. How do you do that? By reading your opponent's body language. Some of you already know that answer. Once you get better at spotting these subtle clues like tight shoulders, or the footwork isn't as fast as it should be, or there's a hesitation before taking off for the ball on their side, all of a sudden you start anticipating instead of just reacting. Suddenly, you're not just guessing anymore. You're predicting now. And that gives you a measurable advantage when it matters the most. These are the critical points we're talking about. Critical points don't play themselves. They are pressure-packed, yes, but they also are opportunities in disguise. If you can master these points, or these moments in time you can call them, you don't just survive the match, you control the match. This is tennistreasures.org. We take you to where you need to be to get the best out of your own skills. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So, we're giving away a free class. It's a limited time. I don't know how long we're going to have it up yet. We're giving you chess tennis. It's a free class on how you don't have to keep losing to the same opponents. The same class shows you how to get past just the second round every time and then you get knocked out, or the third round and get knocked out. No, this is different. This is chess tennis. Arthur Ashe used it for the first time when he played Jimmy Connors in 1975 in the Wimbledon finals. And how did he use it? Arthur used his team, asked his team to help him with this process of chess tennis. Arthur was able to implement it because he had enough skills and the mental strength to pull it off, which we have a chapter for, the mental edge, chapter 9. And Arthur won for the first time against Jimmy Connors. Prior to that match, Arthur lost to Jimmy Connors 6 times. And Arthur, how many sets did he win on those 6? None. Arthur lost every set. So that's a leapfrog forward. All of a sudden, Arthur didn't just win a set. The score was 6-1, 6-1, 5-7, 7-5. Arthur won the match in 4 sets because of chess tennis, which I'm giving away free. It's like an actual class environment, so you may want to test out the class environment, see what it feels like, and that's a way to test it. All you got to do is go to tennistreasures.org, and we'll say, well, why are you reaching out? And you say, I'm reaching out because I want to take the class. I say, okay, well, come on, take the class. It's up to you, it's all you. And then it lasts about 30 minutes or something like that. It's not very long. And it may last for about an hour because you'll have some questions and we'll have some answers. We can go an hour easy. I mean, if you wanted to, I can go into more detail. As you can see, I get a little carried away sometimes. So, there you go. Now you have it. There it is. I'm Coach RJ. I'm here to support you. And don't forget to subscribe so you'll get the next tennis quiz. Don't forget to hit the like button to make sure that we know that we're doing something to help your tennis game. And feel free to leave a comment. Ask questions in the comment section. I answer the comments. So come on down. I'm Coach RJ. See you in the next video.